you're gonna have people who doubt you. You're gonna have people, the naysayers, and everybody has their own little spin and their own little a different opinion on to how to do something. And in order to be successful and independent, you have to be comfortable making your own decisions and following through with your own research.
Hey, what's up YouTube? In today's video, we're talking with my good friend Caleb Jackson, who is a multi-talented entrepreneur.
Thank you so much for allowing me to be here today and speak with you. Just to give a little bit of background on who I am. I have a nonprofit in Jamaica called Operation Help the People. We have 700 youth volunteers, and we operate in Kingston, Jamaica, and we also operate in DC. I also work for a management consulting firm called 2XL Concepts, and basically we advise top CEOs in DC, well, in the DMV area, about building strategic plans for growth. I have a marketing firm called Studio Arden. A full-scale marketing company that can take you from a logo to a full-scale branding concept. And then I also trade in the markets and those types of things as well. Just recently dropped out of school. So yeah, that's just a little bit about me.
If this is the first time that you're visiting this channel and you want to achieve financial freedom at a young age, keep watching this video and be sure to subscribe. So Caleb, tell me a little bit about your experience in the financial markets specifically. How did you get into it, and why do you think it is that such a lot of people find a hard time finding success, and how can we find it more easily?
Absolutely. So I actually started trading in freshman year.
Okay.
I just learned about, because when I came in, I went to Howard University, and I guess I just entered like everybody else, which was go in, get good grades, get a job, and repeat, so that you can just earn a good living. But what I learned is that no matter how good of a job you have, if you're not financially literate and if you don't have streams of income, you'll never be financially free. And I read the book Rich Dad Poor Dad, and learned about passive income, portfolio income, and working ordinary income. And I said I want to develop all three streams. Mm-hmm. So I started thinking, how could I do this? And I learned about the stocks, and I realized I had a lot of friends in it, so I just go and ask for advice. And I ended up working while in school, and I would take that money and just put it in this particular company that I was looking at. I think it was like GoPro, actually. It was the first stock that I ever traded. And I made 25%, which was a whole month's income of working this job, cleaning toilets that I had, that I made in 2 weeks without working. Mm-hmm. And since that day, I realized that this is the way to go.
Right.
Being your own boss and also utilizing the financial markets to create income.
I guess I'll answer a little bit my own question, which is one of the reasons that a lot of people have struggle in the financial markets is that it's a lot of work, and you got to study for a very long time if this is the first time that you approach it. And the second thing is that the financial markets are actually really designed to take money from you.
Yeah.
And so you got to learn how to reprogram yourself and basically go against your own instincts.
Yeah, I mean, and I totally forgot to touch up on that point. The thing is that the reason why 95% of people lose in the financial markets, there's a multitude of reasons why. First of all, informed decision making, lack of emotional control. See, the thing is that we grow up in this system where it's very structured. You go to school, you go to class, you go to tests, you go to your job. Everything is just structured. Green light, red light. But the markets, they're ever flowing. There's opportunities at all times. They literally do not stop. And adding your own structure and holding yourself accountable for your own decisions is something that we don't train enough people to actually do. So that's the reason why a lot of people lose in the markets, is lack of discipline, lack of structure, and just lack of self-accountability. And I think that we've also built this kind of like system in society where it's kind of like there's an expectation that we have other people manage our money for us. Instead of cutting out the middleman, go to Barnes & Noble, read tons and tons of books on how you can manage your own finances. Because the truth of the matter is it's actually not that difficult. It just comes with discipline.
Right.
And that's both. And this is the thing. Like, it's not just money. There's so many ways to make money in the financial markets: options, stocks, forex, everything. There's so many different ways to make money. It's about doing what suits you.
learning about, what is a stock, what are the ratios, and all this kind of technical knowledge, that's actually the easy part.
Yeah.
The hard part is actually self-mastery, self-awareness, personal control, discipline. That's actually the hard part, and that's really becoming a good trader is a form of personal development.
No,
I'm sure you would
let
agree.
me tell you. So, what actually is the breakthrough for my trading has been self-mastery. Some books that I would recommend to read are As a Man Thinketh, Richest Man in Babylon, Awaken the Giant Within, The Disciplined Trader, Trading in the Zone. Those books don't actually touch at all about trading and charting up and all those types of things, but it's more about being emotionally controlled, channeling your energy in a calm way. You catch what I'm saying? Versus just sporadic, crazy movement. So
Right.
that's something that, like, self-mastery is everything. Mental discipline, mental discipline. That is like the big divider between the haves and the have-nots when it comes to the financial markets.
Cool.
Yeah.
So you've been pretty successful in, trading and starting your own business, and also on the nonprofit side.
you.
What do you think is probably, an 80-20 principle that somebody could apply to their own, we could say business or trading?
It's independent decision making, meaning that sometimes we're looking to consult in so many different people, but they don't have their advice that they have is not necessarily what's best for us in our research and our situation.
Right.
So it's kind of just creating your plan, creating your strategy, and being hell bent on seeing that through, versus like being like tossed in the wind by everyone else saying. Because the thing is that, like, in the markets, it comes to like entrepreneurship, the markets, nonprofit sector, all these types of things, is you're gonna have people who doubt you. You're gonna have people, the naysayers, and everybody has their own little spin and their own little a different opinion on to how to do something. And in order to be successful and independent, you have to be comfortable making your own decisions and following through with your own research. A lot of people are in for these trading things like signals groups and trading groups where they try to they're just looking for confirmation from everybody else to see if they're making the right decisions themselves. We got to realize that 95% of people lose for a reason. Businesses usually fail within a 5-year period for a reason, and that's because when everyone's doing the same thing, usually generally they're not doing the right thing.
Right.
So being independent in your own decisions and stepping out into that and making unattached decision making, that is really what makes things happen.
Great.
Yeah.
This was a great interview again with my good friend here. We're going to be following his success and his journey. If you want to see more videos like this, learn about trading, real estate, achieving financial freedom, and business, make sure you like this video, put it in a comment, and subscribe.
Thank you so much.